Well, we can give you a look today, but next week, the holiday special desktops, they actually arrive.
These machines have been impressive in the past for sure, but somehow this year, Thor Schrock has raised the bar.
He's here to compute this. Good morning, Thor. How are you?
Thanks for having me, Chewy and Chewbacca Mom.
You betcha.
Appreciate
It's
it.
a pleasure to see you.
Yeah.
you.
Good to meet you. I'm dressed as a computer repair guy.
Well done. So convincing.
Very appropriate.
I pretend all the time.
Let's talk about the holiday special. I can't believe it's that time of year already, but the holiday
Yeah.
special, it's coming.
I'm sorry. I'm really just. It's hard, Mike.
Hard.
I know, I'm
you should have
sorry.
seen the kids. We had these little trick-or-treaters, and so these kids were looking at him like, I am not getting within 10 feet of that.
Did he have the mask on?
Yes.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they were terrified. What makes this, as Mike was sort of getting into this point about these computers,
Yes.
they're different than anything we see on the market.
They are. It's a real opportunity. We only have 150 of them that we make, and that's 150 total, so laptop or desktop, either one. The reason they're limited is because we sell them at our cost. So it actually costs us $14.99. Apparently last week we didn't say that enough because everybody kept texting me asking me how much are they? They're $14.99.
And they cost you?
$14.99
to make.
It cost us $1,500 to make.
That doesn't make any sense, Thor. So why would you sell something at your cost?
Well, the reason that we do it, that's why it's limited to
Yeah.
150, but the reason we do it is no one does things that are for the individual users anymore. So when you get this computer, some people are going to buy this computer and they're going to think, okay, it's a great computer, it's going to last me 10 years, that's what a computer is supposed to do. Other people who've bought a computer in the last decade are going to sit down and say, oh my gosh, no computer lasts more than 18 months now. How is this thing going to last 10 years? This is huge. And so that's the big difference. We have to let people know that haven't been in the market for a computer for a while, that the stuff that you buy off the box store shelves is honestly, it's not, let's just say they don't make it like they used to.
You know, I'm doing the math in my head. If you're talking about a 10-year scope, and maybe I'm getting the numbers wrong, that's about $12 a month over the life of the computer.
Not only that, but if you figure if you have to replace your computer, let's say you go with the cheap model every time you buy, $400 computer every 18 to 24 months. Let's say 24 because we're frugal in Nebraska.
Okay.
So 24 months, you're going to buy a new computer every time. You're going to move your data every time. You're going to keep up on all the antivirus and everything. You're going to replace all the programs that are outdated by old versions of Windows. You're going to actually spend more money doing that and more hassle, more time in the shop than if you just buy it right and keep it for 10 years.
So good.
Do all computer users, could they benefit with this holiday special? I mean, some people just use computers to check email or whatever.
It looks like you're not looking at him. I can't tell where you're.
I know.
And the hands are very convincing.
Are you looking out this side?
Sorry.
So-
can everybody benefit from this holiday special?
Why, yes, Wookie Trump. Everyone can. No, everybody can benefit from it because when people buy computers right now, they say, I only use it. I'm trying.
You're fine.
Are you
What are you
okay?
laughing at?
When people buy computers, they buy them for what they're using them for right now. You know, they say, I'm only doing internet, email, word processing. So what ends up happening is when they, look at you, when they get to the point where their needs change, where they start doing more with their computers, they find they're limited and they can't do those things. And everybody believes they're not going to do anything more. But let's just say, there are kids that are alive right now that have no memory of Netflix being delivered to the mailbox.
Yeah,
well, for
right.
sure, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, things change.
So
Computers
fast,
change.
right.
So get a computer that can roll with the punches, that can keep changing with you, that does more than what you need it to do right now.
Let me just point out the obvious. The reason people don't do that is because it's so expensive, and you think, well, if I can't even foresee how I'm going to use this thing, why should I? It's hard to justify the
you're right.
extra expense. But now with this holiday special, you get the price point to where it's comparable with stuff that's totally stripped down.
Yep, so this week on the radio show, we're going to do the side-by-side comparison. We're going to go to Dell.com, and we're going to build a computer that's comparable to the holiday special.
And what do you think you're going to find?
Well, last year, what was it? The laptops came in at $3,000, and the desktops came in at $7,000
Compared
wow.
to,
for the same spec that you get in
and
the
they
holiday special.
were they around $1,500 last year?
Well, they were the
holiday
same price. They're always
specials? They're always
$1,500. Yeah.
$1,500.
So the holiday special desktop
Wow.
comes with the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, the speakers. It's a complete package. So it's not like you're getting just the tower for $1,500. That would be a little bit of a stretch. But you're getting everything, and it's nice, solid equipment. The bases for the monitor. The monitor doesn't wobble. You know, the range on the Wi-Fi keyboard and mouse are great. It's the best of everything you can put together, so it lasts for the 10-year period.
That's the desktop. Do you have a laptop model too?
Yeah. Well, last week we had the laptop in, and you can check that out at SchrockInnovations.com. laptop.com, but the laptop is a base model. It starts as the Republic of Gamers laptop, which everyone's like, I'm not a gamer. But
if you can game with something, you can do anything.
yeah, if it's made for like millennial kids
Yeah.
to hold up to them, I mean, it's all metal construction, metal hinges. It's not super heavy. It's heavier than a regular laptop, but it's not super heavy. But again, it's got 16 gigs of RAM. It's got a 1 terabyte or 500 gig solid state hard drive. The desktop has a terabyte. I mean, the things boot in 6 seconds. And most people, when they hit the power button of their computer, they can get up, make a sandwich, come back and eat it before the computer boots.
What kind of sandwich are they making?
I don't know, Chewy. What kind of sandwiches does Chewbacca eat?
When can our viewers, we said they're in next week.
Yes.
Do we get them next week, or are we placing orders next week? How does it work?
Well, the laptops are on sale right now in the service centers. They're on display. You can come in and take a look at them right now. Next week, the desktops will be in as well, and you can purchase those. The laptops, it's a 14 business day wait to get them. The desktops, it's guaranteed first week of January.
They are custom built, designed by Thor based on what he knows you need today and a decade from now. This thing will still be performing. That's why it's so popular, but it's also limited to 150
That's right.
machines.
And we've already sold 4. Yeah.
Well, let's
so
just wait till
146
word
remaining.
spreads. You know how these things, they just fly because people who get it, they know what's in the market, they buy. Thanks,
Good to see
Thor.
you, Thor.
Good to see you.
Coming up
So
next,
weird.
something you might have seen online. It's called Plexiderm.
Yes, if you've wondered, could it work as advertised? Stay close. You'll see the dramatic results, and we've got a deal to share as well. Okay.